Hey guys, this is Sergeant Phoenix back in the action, and this is a different kind of video. I kind of did the same thing with Avengers Endgame, a review. This time it's going to be a review on the new trailer, the final trailer for the Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. I normally don't do reviews for trailers, I've never done a review for a trailer. But this is one of those, as you can tell from my Wookiee pajamas, and as it says here, Star Wars. I'm a huge fan. Literally, I am one of those. I am a huge Star Wars fan. I literally have them all on DVD. I even have the cartoon one made before the third one was made, Revenge of the Sith. Now, this trailer, I think Disney is gonna go full out. The Last Jedi could have been better. I will accept that. But it was good in its own way. I'm trying to see out the way Disney make things. I do watch a lot of Disney films and stuff, so I know how Disney works. And I could see what they were trying to do with Star Wars. They were working with it. I liked what they did though with the lightsaber systems. Most people know about Kylo Ren's lightsaber because it's a shattered gem. But if you look carefully the way it's designed and everything, you kind of see how his crossblade lightsaber actually works. Because his blade system, if you look carefully, is almost unstable. Because it's made from scrap. It's made from a shattered gem. Using the 2 points, because the circum gem bit can travel to the point where the lightsaber normally goes up. But it's actually lower because the gem's shorter and it's more wider. So those point bits can reject energy, use the systems that I can't remember exactly what on the lightsaber, but they create the small cross blades. That's why it has that weird structure. That's why it looks a lot. That's why if you look carefully at the lightsaber, it seems like it looks a little buzzed out, like unstable, the blade, but it's supposed to be because it's a shattered gem. But this last one, listening to Darth Sidious's voice, and we have seen a hooded figure, which definitely has to be Darth Sidious, makes me think this was his plan. The First Order, the Resistance, Vader betraying him. That's my cat. But honestly, looking at it, he planned it. He faked his death and he planned all of it. He's faked his death. I know he's faked his death and used force projections before. But he's planned this from the very beginning. I wonder, and I'm just saying, maybe they're actually using, because Disney took copyright actions on this dude's fan film when he made this Vader episode. Maybe they might be using that similar idea. You know, when he thought, if you've not seen it, you're gonna get a spoiler. If you don't want the spoiler for one of the scenes, skip it. So right now, here comes the spoiler. So on that, Vader gets angry. I think it's around after episode 3. He attacks Sidious. They use the whole force thing. Vader kills him. Sees a younger Padme, like when she was on Tatooine, yeah, when they were on the ship and she wore orange robes and stuff, and he gave her that necklace. We saw the vision of that. And then we actually saw Darth Vader hug the younger Padme. And then she said, then Sidious' eyes open when she closes her eyes and opens them again. His eyes show up saying, "Is why you'll never defeat me." Because he created a force projection to make it think he was dead. You know, it convinced him, really. He was shocked because it convinced him. And that could tell me, if Disney are thinking of that, I don't know if they're not. I'm just saying, this is an opinion of what they're doing. But Sidious has been known to has been known to trick people and think what he wants them to think. And we've seen a throne and everything on this ice place, which makes me think he has planned this. He planned the First Order from the very beginning. And he said it gathered you up. And he said when he gathered them together, you know, he saw this, all of them gathered, which could make me think the final battle between the First Order and the Resistance is on. But what if Sidious is actually planning something that's so big, the First Order and the Resistance fight together to stop it? Wouldn't that not be great? Because on part of the scene on the trailer, Kylo Ren was wearing his helmet and Rey was there with the blue lightsaber smashing through something. I think that was Sidious using a force projection. And it looked like one of the old Resistance ships as well, which makes me think Sidious might be planning to use both of them to unlock something of the Force. Because Rey had on The Last Jedi, Rey has the original Jedi texts. So that means she can unlock the original secrets of the Force that the Jedi Masters originally had. Kylo Ren's a pure Sith warrior, and he keeps getting stronger and stronger. My cat is on one of my carrier bags and he's just running around. Binks, come on. Come on, you daft animal. Honestly, for a little cat, he's actually gotten bigger. He is freaking eating like crazy. He can go through more than a whole can now. We don't feed him more than a can because that's what an adult can eat. I think he's going to turn into one of those wild, fat, lazy house cats. Come on, Binks. Yeah, he's not coming. He'll probably come in a minute. But seeing all the ships and everything, we saw Leia again, which made it sadder. But when we heard a voice say always, when Luke said the Force will be with you, and then we heard always. It got us. I saw other people's reactions to the trailer when I first reacted to it yesterday. And like that, I wanted to see when I saw it, I instantly wanted to see other people's, hoping they got the same reaction I did. They did. I do think there's going to be something. We know it's the Death Star scene. We see the scene where Kylo and Rey are exactly on the throne room where Sidious was, which has got me thinking something has to happen that they work together again, like they did against the Royal Guards. You know when Kylo killed Snoke and then that. What if Snoke was a projection of Sidious? A cheesy illusion he created. Like I said, Sidious is known to create illusions. He's been able to block the Force when the Jedi weren't predicting what he was planning. They could sense a plot to destroy the Jedi in the third one, and they could know that the dark side was surrounding Palpatine because he let them see it. Because he planned everything. He wanted Anakin as a Sith apprentice, Vader. He needed the Jedi, and he said that the Jedi were planning to take over the Republic, plotting against him. So my guess is where on that, he let them sense the dark side around him, so they could so he could make them attack him. So when Anakin showed up at the right time, the Jedi, he would make them believe that the Jedi were evil and wanted to take over. But honestly, I'm trying to think of one else, but honestly, it was amazing. I'm hoping Disney don't, honestly, I hope Disney don't balls this one up. I don't think they're gonna. I think they're going full out war with this one. As well as that. Binks, what do you do with a little spazzy dance? He does a little spazzy dance where he goes like, he's like a little spider. You want a spider goes like, they do like that. He does that with his like a cat from a movie. But honestly, I don't think Disney are gonna ruin this one. I'm hoping they don't ruin this one, but I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna go full out with this one. They're gonna go final war. It all comes down to this. But it said even though the saga will end, we all know that no one's gonna stop watching it. It's like on Doctor Who, what the youth said. This song is ending, but the story never ends. Because that's what makes films, shows, anything that starts from something beginning to something greater. Because it makes a connection to those people watching it. It's what makes Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, DC, anime that we watch. There's some of them out there like Fairy Tail for those fans who watch it. I'm a big Fairy Tail fan. I watch it because it keeps it, even though some episodes were a drag, it kept going, but you still wanted to watch it, you wanted to know how it goes down. But now that's coming to an end, and I hope to God they do a 100-year quest. I've been reading the manga, for God's sake. I've read the mangas for flaming sake, so I can, because I don't want to stop reading it, and I'm loving the manga. I've started reading mangas now for animes that I want to watch. I've done it for Attack on Titan Season 4. I've done it for freaking Dr. Stone now, because I want to see what happens. Because I want to see how they've done it compared to that now. It's amazing. Honestly, it's how something great stays great. You know, Dr. Stone's still working, but we know it's going to be something we're all going to talk about when it fully comes out for years. Like Star Wars. It started from the 1960s or 70s, I think. I can't remember exactly. I think late 60s to early 70s. From the original 3. Then we went to the early 2000s, very late 90s to early 2000s with the 1, 2 and 3. Now look at us now, the next 6 years. We've instantly done this. A lot of people weren't happy with the way Disney did it, because Disney have control of Star Wars. I think they've done okay. As a Star Wars fan, I'm a Disney person as well. I get what they do. Because I've watched enough Disney films to know how they work and everything, and I've watched enough Star Wars to see how they've done. They've kept with the story, they've kept with the characters. Some of the characters could have improvements. They're focusing on a new story, but they're letting our past characters help them develop and continue the story after them. Because that's what it's done. It's keeping the story going for the new generation. And I mean, we saw Yoda again. What more do you want? And Last Jedi, we saw Yoda again. And he still gave he gave Luke advice after God knows how many years of him being me, pretty much, with grey hair. Which I'm actually planning on dyeing my hair into. I'm actually planning on dyeing my hair grey. Either a light grey or a metallic grey, like a dark grey. I don't know, honestly. But I am planning this week on dyeing it. And I'll probably end up doing a video on my new dye hair. But you gotta be someone who watches enough Disney films, the original Disney cartoons, Disney Pixar. You've gotta understand the way they work in order to kind of understand what they've done with Star Wars. You know, nobody likes how the lightsaber systems work because they just burn and everything, like the Scar system. But if you think about it, a lightsaber is molten hot. It's like a volcano, like a volcano made of a stick. Powers it of heat and energy, because the energy travels to the light, like that, creates a super powered heat, like a metal rod with thousands of degrees on it. Like when Qui-Gon Jinn stabbed through the gates on the Phantom Menace, he was melting through it because of the heat from it. That's how they were able to do it. It's how they're able to cut through things. It's how it's able to cut through flesh. Because it's molten hot, but energy based. And the reason the Scar continued like that, because she cut through that bit, which it showed. And the reason it wasn't fully on flames is because the heat. Because some materials, as you know, they don't. Like there was still a few sparks on the flame where it caught, because it did it really fast. So it wouldn't instantly light up. If it stayed on, it would have lit his robe on fire. But it went for his face, which caused the burnt scorch mark like a knife. It's sharp as a knife as a lightsaber, but it's hot. But it's hot, so it can. So the scars kind of do heal up slightly faster. But I get it. There's gonna be people who hate The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens, and there's gonna be people who hate this one probably. But I'll probably like it. I had debates about my friends in college. Two new ones I've made at college. Because I've gone back to college. I've had 2 debates with. I've had debates with 2 of them. Like why they were good and why they were bad. I respect there's bad parts of the Disney ones, but I also mostly see the good parts they've done in it. But that's for people to decide. So, comment down below on what you thought of the trailer. I think it was really good. And I do expect we're going to see really good fight scenes on this. Really good war. Really good final character, like, speeches and everything. And hopefully there'll be a good ending. Maybe where Kylo becomes a good guy now. Maybe there's a way to save him. Technically, Kylo and Rey are still connected by the Force. But comment down below what you thought. If you've not seen other people react to the trailer, watch them, because it's honestly amazing. I'm just glad they reacted the same way I did. And if you want to like what you think, comment down if you think what I think's true or not. Comment down what you don't like about them or what you like about them. Because if you want me to comment back on them, I'll comment back. I don't mind having conversation. I don't mind having discussions about things about this. Being a fan. I'd love to speak to other Star Wars fans about it. Even ones that are not fans and still learning about Star Wars. I wouldn't mind telling you what I know about Star Wars. But I can only tell you what I know and what I think of my opinion. So until then, actually no. I would say this is Sergeant Phoenix over and out, but instead I'm going to say, since Star Wars 1, may the Force be with you.